All right, welcome. We're gonna do a quick because I don't know how far we are in this game, but I'd imagine we're more than halfway through, and this is the first time that we're playing one of these Dark Picture Anthology games, and we got Dead here, and she is a fan. She says that she's a fan of horror games, but as scared as she is, I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So what we were saying is, you know how when Resident Evil um, when it went co-op, like everybody would like because it's kind of been co-op since the beginning, right? Like you always got like Jill and Chris or Leon and the little girl or whoever. You know, it's always been like more than one character, but you could only play as one of them. So finally, when they let you co-op with somebody and play with both of them, they also went away from the scary stuff and went to straight action. So this is kind of like if Resident Evil had stayed horror, but also was co-op. So how are you liking it so far?
I'm liking it. I like the
Say what your
like.
chest.
I like it so far. It's really interesting. I like the it's really heavy, dependent on like choices, and it can affect the rest of the game. So it's really intriguing, and just the story in general is really I don't know. It drives you in. Minus the issues that we're having in the game.
Yeah, it's
It's
crashed
definitely
twice, but that's not a
yeah,
huge deal. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I mean, I think something like this where it's you're playing intertwined with someone that there could always be some issues. I like the different outcomes, and especially you never know who you're playing with, so you don't know how mischievous they're gonna be, how they can really change
Or how
the
they got to
effects.
press a button so that we don't get seen by the enemy, but they don't want to. They don't know how to press buttons.
Look,
So
I don't know what you're talking about. We're still living, okay? We're still living.
barely.
But I'm what do you mean? Literally what I seen, it was someone that's not in our Scooby squad. But I do feel like with Resident Evil, it's
Hmm.
more freedom based. So I don't necessarily say I want it to be like this, but I do feel like that's what Resident Evil is missing is maybe more choices, more driven to, you know, I don't know, like giving that ability of like maybe having character choices more, puzzles. Like it's still a thing in Resident Evil, like going back to like the remake of like Resident Evil 2, and there's a lot of different little things. But as we get higher up, I don't know, like it doesn't feel the same. Like makes pisses you off. like like oh, like this, what is this puzzle? I don't know, like it doesn't give that, or like finding out, like I don't know, like you getting emotionally attached to these characters. I don't know if you feel the same anymore with Resident Evil. I think that's what we're missing too, is being able
Okay.
to be attached to these characters emotionally in a way. Which you have your heartthrobs, everyone has a heartthrobs of characters that have been tangling through this whole Resident Evil game. But yeah, like that, even missing that in this story, like, oh, you hate this character, and it's like,
Well, this
what
game
about
does
it?
do a good job of introducing you to a big set of characters and also giving you time to like get to know them before stuff started
Mm-hmm.
happening, which is great.
Exactly.
And like you said before, didn't the plot starts to unfurl a whole lot like some Scooby Doo stuff? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got the little squad. It's kind of funny, but I really like it. Like I feel like going into these games now, I'm like thinking, oh, Scooby Doo, what's the next person we're gonna unmask?
Yeah. I'm curious because I don't like I said I've never played any of the other ones, so I don't know for sure. But I do know that every game has a different cast of characters. You know what I mean? Because every
Mm-hmm.
game is very different. Um,
Right.
and I'm curious to see what the other ones are. But I did we found out what the actual plot of this was thanks to an exposition dump, like a few during this episode, this last episode that we were playing, and it's actually, it makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? It's not like some, um, I mean, it's some B movie stuff. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some Skinamax late night on Friday. You know, you up way too late and your parents don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's some of that type of stuff, but it's good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um, and I think first impressions of the game are fantastic. I definitely, you know, if we're going to keep going, I'm definitely down to do all of them because I really like it. I think it's fun. It's good.
It's really great. Like, yeah. And plus, like, you can have more than one person. Like, if you didn't want to do a two, you can do multiple. Which I think, that's something else I think
Oh,
that's
you talking
cool.
about the pass the controller mode? You could have one person, like you could have like five people playing at the same time.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm I'm digging it. It's different. And I mean, I don't even know. Like, also, I feel like this is like more suspenseful than, I don't know. I playing Resident Evil right now. I won't even say it's like really scary. I don't even think this is really scary, but I'm not saying. I'm just saying this
Hmm.
is like intense. I want to know what's coming next. And driven to even Resident Evil, I don't feel like that sometimes. I don't know. That's different for everyone though. I like Resident Evil, I
A lot of
and
people like
I'm
Resident Evil. A lot
yeah,
of
I want to
people
not get
also really like
anybody.
this series. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want anybody to call like, oh, I really like Resident Evil, but I do feel like that's, I don't know, like, and I've told you, like, some of them I don't even play because it never intrigued me, and watching other people didn't entice me, but this really did. This story really pulls you in. It's
And
like, oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
No. But yeah, the story really does like drive you in, and like you want to know more. And even the characters, like, I'm still like, who needs to be unmasked? Who's the bad one?
Um,
So,
also like that. Like it is like proudly B movie type of thing, like low budget horror. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it's not afraid to have the character do something really dumb and you just want to yell at him. But you do that at any good scary movie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hello.
yeah. So it's got it. It meets like all the criteria for a good, you know, a good scary time. Plus, it's I think all of them are available on subscription services now. So like, you got like PlayStation Plus. You know, you don't even have to. You don't even have to buy them. Just at least give them a shot and play them. And this Man of Madonna is the
Exactly.
first one. So definitely, if you got a friend, you know, especially if she thinks that she's, you know, that she can take it, but actually she be hiding behind you. She tried to get me killed with a hammer. She was like, "You go in there, you go in there and get hammered, and then maybe I'll come in there after you're dead." You know what I'm saying?
I gotta save myself. How am I gonna help you if I'm dead? Oh, there
Uh,
you go. You might be, but I'm helping you. I can,
okay,
save you somehow.
okay. So yeah, that's our first impressions of Man and Madonna. So if you do want to watch us stream it, we'll be streaming the rest of it. Like, I don't know, like a little bit every so
We'll
often.
say like, yeah, either between like Friday or Saturdays,
Yeah,
depending.
yeah. So yeah, y'all have a good
Late
rest of your day.
night, Udini.
Later.
Bye.